friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Cody from Cody's Crochet and welcome to this very crafty vlog where we will find out how many flower keychains I can make in 1 hour. I'm excited to do this because I usually have these in like a little bowl at my markets for people to rummage through to see the colors, and there's also smileys in there, smiley keychains, and people really like them because they're small, they're not very expensive, it's just a little gift to bring for family or friends. I don't really have many of them left because the market season really took me out last year and the few I've had so far this year, so there's that. I really don't have that many left, and I would really like to stock up because I do have 2 pretty big markets coming up. I do still have them in like the fall and winter season, but they don't sell as well. But for the summer, I would like to have some in stock. And it's also a great way to use scrap yarn because they're very tiny and they work out pretty fast, so we should hopefully finish a bunch. Yeah, this is my pattern. I made it up at some point. But I've been using it for a while now and I really like it. Very simple, very quick. I'm using a 3.5mm hook and just standard DK, maybe worsted weight yarn. Maybe I should make a tutorial for these. If you want a tutorial, let me know in the comments below. I will make it. But for today, let's start. It is currently 2:04 p.m. so we should work about an hour to 5:04 or 5, yeah, sure, 3:05, sorry. And I've got my timer right here, so we can immediately get started on those. I also have ready my pliers to put on the keychains. I will probably work up a few flowers and then put the keychains in and then repeat that. Yeah. I hope I have enough keychains because honestly I don't have that many left. I need to buy some more. But hopefully for today this will be enough. And yeah, let's get started and see how many of these flower keychains we can make today. Our timer is running. I will start with this pink. Oh god. Yep, timer is running here. Again, these are super simple and work out pretty quickly, so I don't have an estimate because I've never really timed myself on making one of these. Oh my god. Okay. If you see me looking to the side, it's because I have the pattern pulled up. But yeah. My next market is on the 25th and it is currently the 10th of July. So I have about 2 weeks, but also I have vacation in a few days. If you don't know, I am working a full-time job while doing this. I do have more time than I usually do, and hopefully I can spend that time crocheting a lot, working a lot on videos and stuff like that, so maybe there will be extra videos, we'll see. But so far I still have a few days of work left. Today's Friday, if you're wondering. I have 3 more days of work and then I have my vacation. And again, hopefully I can market prep a lot, and I will try to also have rest days because that is what my vacation is for, technically. So I will try to also rest, but I have so much to do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we are nearly done with the first flower while we're talking. Again, these are really fast. I am on the last petal, what also will take a little bit of time is weaving in the ends, but since there's only 2 ends to weave, and that's fine. And mark is about 3 minutes, and we already have our first. It's a little wonky right now, but that's fine. Again, I will weave in these ends, so they probably take around 5 minutes each for like weaving in the ends and putting on the keychain. Because it is a little fumbly to put on the keychains. Because sometimes I put them in between the petals and sometimes I put it on the petal. I don't remember what I recently did, but I think I put it in between. And again, that's always a little fumbly. But weaving in the ends is pretty quick. Since again, there's only 2 and I'm not doing any color changes or something. And they all end up in the middle, so I can just weave them through the middle stitches and that's it. And we're nearly done with weaving in the ends as well. Here we go. And our first is more or less complete, missing the keychain part, but we are at 4.5 minutes, so these take about 5. So hopefully we can finish like 10 to 12. That would be cool, for sure. And again, perfect for using scraps like this. I just, well, more or less finished weaving an end the second flower, and we are at about 7.5 minutes. So we're doing pretty good. I also pulled up some yarn that I just want to use next to me. That's where we pulled the purple from. And I also have plans on using some more because these are just a few that I grabbed. If we're really making that many, like 10 or 12, then I need a few more colors. But these were just random skeins that I don't really use often, so I would like to use them up. And again, some of these are scraps, so. And some I don't even know what brand it is, like where I got it, if someone gave it to me or if I bought it, no idea. So I can't even buy more of it if I wanted to make a larger project, like a beanie or something. There's that. Like I have one yarn in there specifically where I literally have no clue what it could be from, because I don't even recognize the texture of yarn that it is. I think someone from a different city gave it to me, like a friend of the family or like my aunt's uncle, something like that. Finished it, by the way. I am talking about this. No idea what it is. It might be cotton, honestly. No idea, but it could be. But yeah, let's use it, I guess. We are at 9 minutes. And again, I have no idea where this came from. What type it is, what brand it is. Don't ask me, I have no clue. Yeah. That's the types of yarns that I usually use for these, to use them up. What I'm noticing though is that it is splitting a lot, so I have to be careful and really look at it to make sure that I'm not losing fibers on the way. It is an interesting texture, like feeling it. Again, it might be cotton. It looks like cotton, but could also be something else entirely. I'm nearly done with this one as well. And then we will switch to a regular acrylic again, because this is an interesting experience for sure. I like the color though. The color is really pretty. Third one complete. Cute. I like it. We are also currently in a very interesting color palette. I will be breaking from that now and use some blue. Let's use this scrap. I actually remember... Oh, it's not a scrap. It's attached to this. Yeah, okay, forgot what I said. I remember this actually because this is from leftover from a beanie that I was making while I received my school paper at the end of class 13, because I finished my advanced school thingy. And while our school counselor, head master woman, was giving her speech on whatever, I didn't really listen, honestly. While she was doing that, I was crocheting a beanie because I really didn't care. And it took over an hour. And I would really not like to sit there for an hour and not have something in my hands. And I wasn't really in the mood for my phone, and I didn't really want to use it because that would be a little rude, honestly. And she was talking about us being such a digital class, and like, honestly, she was pissing all of us off with her speech. And I was literally sitting there crocheting like, what the heck? But, oh well. It's over now, thank God. And I don't really have to see this woman ever again. Praying that I don't have to. But yeah, that's the whole story behind this yarn. But now I'm using it to make flowers. Let's get going. Time is currently 15 and a half minutes. And we are at flower 4. And flower number 4 complete. Cute. I like the blue. It's very pretty. What I will do right now, this is flower number 4, and what I will do right now is put on the keychains. It is currently 18 minutes and a few seconds. Let's put on some keychains and then they're completely done. And then we can start on the other colors and make more, and then repeat this step so that we don't accidentally have more flowers but no keychains. All 4 flower keychains are now tagged and we are currently sitting at 22 minutes. Putting on the keychains actually took a little longer than I thought, honestly. But let's continue. Hopefully we can get 10. I would really like to have 9 or 10. We'll see. Our next color is just white. I also have this green and this light pink lying around here. And I also have more yarn next to me, so... And we can also just reuse colors again if we want to. So there's that. But let's start with white. White one complete, and we are currently at about 26 minutes and 10 seconds. And a light pink one complete. Also liking this color a lot. We are halfway. We are at pretty much about 30 minutes right now. So we are at flower 6, which is pretty good. We have these 2 plus the 4 from before that we already keychained. So let's continue with our green. And then again, I have some more colors next to me, like red, yellow, stuff like that. So let's go make some more flowers. I've run out of my prepped colors. We made the last 3 that I have right here. So I will probably go make a yellow one now. I have this yellow with like a light bit of white in it. I would like to make one of these. And I also have some red, like this. And I also have this yellow yarn in the pink version. You can see the white a little bit better here. And I also have a purple version. And I have this scrap of sage green, which we can use, which I will actually use first to get rid of it, hopefully. But as you can tell, this was a project before. I've already frogged this. I believe this is from a sweater vest that I started multiple years ago, and I ended up not liking it because it was, honestly, it fell from the start. I was freehanding something that I wasn't able to freehand at that level I was at. But my ego said I could do it, but my ego was wrong. Regardless, I frogged the whole thing. I was pretty far into it, actually. I've had like the waistband and the entire front panel, plus a bit of the back, I think. And I frogged the whole thing. It was so much yarn. It was also made out of acrylic, so it would have been super warm, which is good in winter for sure, but not in the summer. So I probably would have only worn it when like the cold breaks into the lands, which honestly here where I live is mid-fall throughout the entire winter plus a bit of the spring, which is honestly quite a lot. I would have been able to wear it quite a bit. And I also really love the color. Sage green is my gem, which maybe you can tell from my logo in combination with browns and beiges. But yeah, in the end I decided to frog it. I still have a lot of that yarn, like rolled up around toilet paper rolls, because I don't have a yarn winder and I was too lazy to do it by hand. Well, I did it by hand, just onto toilet paper rolls. That's what happened to this yarn. We are currently sitting at 37.5-ish minutes. And we are nearly done with our, what is it, 8th flower? Yeah. After this one, I will give all of them keychains and then we can switch to the other colors. And it used up the scrap pretty well. I do have a little bit left. Oh my god. Where are my scissors? I lost my scissors. Oh no, here they are. I put all the yarn that I just picked out on top of my scissors. This is what's left of the scrap, but better than before. It won't be enough to make another flower though. Probably not. Let's weave in the ends and then give all of them keychains and then continue with the other colors. All of them are tagged, well not tagged, keychained, sorry. Force of habit. They're keychained now and we are at 43 minutes and a few seconds. So let's at least get 2 or 3 more in. Yeah, let's try to do that. And then it's pretty good. I am flying through these, honestly. Putting up this sort of challenge really pushes you, because usually I wouldn't rush because there's no reason to rush. But when you have a certain time limit, especially for a video, you want to pack it as full of stuff as possible, so you do have a tad bit of extra motivation to finish as many as you can. And I think that helps a lot. It really does. Because usually in an hour I would be able to make like, I don't know, 5 or 6 max. Because I would honestly just get distracted by my phone. I would be watching something while I was making these. Because currently I'm not watching anything. I only have the timer at the corner of my eye to my right, and having something count down, well, it's counting up technically, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And it just really gives you that slight little nudge that you need sometimes to work a tad bit faster and not get as distracted by your phone as you usually do. So I will probably make more of these videos, like these time challenge videos with specific items. Maybe sometimes not just an hour, maybe sometimes 2 hours, 6 hours, maybe a whole day. Well, not 24 hours, but like a whole working day. I like these. I mean, sure, you have that looming dread of the timer next to you, but it's still fun, and you get a lot of work done that way, which is really helpful, especially if you're in the market prepping season like I am right now. And yeah. And while talking through all of that, I pretty much finished an entire flower. Pretty much now. Here we go. Red flower. Let's weave in the ends. And it is currently 46 minutes. Which means we still have time for at least 2 more. Maybe even another one. But I still need to remember to put in the keychains before the timer runs out. Otherwise, I will not be counting these, because they're not done. Also, if you're wondering about the plaster on my hand, I'm thinking about it because it's annoying right now. Because this is like floppy. And I cut myself pretty deeply today. I don't know if I want to take it off and have like fibers in the wound from the yarn, but otherwise the yarn entirely gets caught on the glue that's like left of the plaster and my finger, and that's honestly also very annoying, but probably better than the stuff in the wound. And all ends woven in. I will keychain it right now actually, so that I'm not forgetting it and we have that off our minds. I can focus entirely on making more flowers before the timer runs out. We are at 47.5 minutes. Jesus. Numbers. Oh, Jesus. Keychained. Nice. I like it. Let's continue with the yellow because we already have pink but no yellow. I mean, we will get to the pink for sure, but you know what I mean. This yarn also splits a lot because it is made of different strands of yarn, the white and the yellow. So I also have to be careful with this one, but it should be fine. I'm just weaving in the ends of the yellow one. We are at 50 minutes, nearly 51 minutes. And we can definitely get to another one, which will be the pink and white yarn. So like this yarn but pink. I will also keychain the yellow flower right now so that we're not running out of time in the end and underestimate the time this needs to be keychain, because honestly it takes a little bit of time. I feel like weaving in the ends and putting on the keychain needs just as much time as making the entire flower. Honestly, it might be so much time. Weaving in the ends always takes quite a bit of time, and putting in the keychains is also very needy when it comes to time. Weaving in the ends right now took over half a minute, which technically isn't a lot, but we don't have that much time left. And putting in the keychain also takes a bit because you want to go through more than one loop, but that is honestly a little bit hard. And closing the ring. Oh, yeah. And another one done. We are at 52 minutes and a half. So this took pretty much, I don't know, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, just weaving in the ends and putting in the keychain. So we will now make another flower in this color, and then maybe we can push out another one, but we'll see. Also need to weave in the ends. We are at 55.5 minutes, so maybe we can push out a final last one after we finish this one. We're cutting it close for sure, because again, weaving in ends and putting in the thing still required for this one, plus the other one, so we might not fully finish it. But I will probably use the light purple version of this yarn, because this yarn is really pretty. I like it a lot, and it's perfect for making small things like these that aren't that interesting or that detailed, because the yarn itself is very detailed and textured, so it's taking over the part to make it interesting. Okay, and woven in, we are at 56 minutes and 20 seconds. But I also need to grab more of these, which takes away time. Oh, we're cutting it very close. I'm probably not gonna finish another last one. Probably not. But at least these are finished. All of them right now. I'm closing the ring. Yep. That one's done. We are at 57 minutes. Let's get... Probably not, but let's try to make one last one. Let's do it. We are running out of time. 95 and 30 seconds. No. God, this is so close. Won't finish it in time. 20 seconds. Won't even get to weave in the ends. No. We're so close. No, it's over. It's over. It's over. No. We're so close. Oh man. We were very close, but the hour is over. We didn't quite make it. I will finish this, of course, but we weren't able to finish it in time. Here, pretty much exactly an hour. Yeah. Again, we were very close, similar to our love cat video, in case you haven't seen it. I already did this challenge, but with my mini love cats. But close enough. Let's go over all the colors we made and then finish off this video. We started with this guy right here, continued with our light purple, switched to a darker purple, branched out of the color palette with some light blue, then did a little neutral ones with white, then went crazy with this green, tried this light pink, used up this sage scrap right here, got out some new colors and tried the red, threw in some sunny yellow, and our last fully finished one was this one right here. And where we sadly ran out of time, this light purple one. It's very cute, I like it a lot. This yarn generally just looks so cool with the white running through it. But we made 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.9 of these flower keychains in an hour, which is pretty good. We pretty much needed about 5 minutes for each of them, mathematically speaking, because 5 times 12 is 60 minutes, an hour. There's that. Makes sense. I wouldn't have been able to do much more, but I'm glad it came to this number. We now have 11.9 more keychains to sell, and I have more stock for my markets now. I'm really excited to see what you guys thought, how many we made, or how many you thought I can make, because at the start of this video I had no idea. I did guess pretty good because I said 10 to 12 and we are at 11.9, so there's that, I guess. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye bye.